Hello and welcome to DevCast Ops. You're joined by myself, Barnaby, James, and Wally tonight. You have the full trio of us, and we are going to be doing something a little bit different tonight, straying off some of our sort of HashiCorp streams more into sort of core networking. We are going to recap quickly some of the issues that we've left on at the end of last stream, but after that, we're going to look at some sort of IP changes. So we're looking at maybe moving to IPv6 instead of v4 because it is cheaper. It's the main reason.
Let's just
we
do
do
other
anything to save money.
It's only the moment. So the end of last time we had some weird cert issues, and it's just weird cert issues on weird cert issues. The solution was I had typed client somewhere when I should have typed server. As with the issue with pet infrastructure, which our main server most definitely is pet infrastructure, the files were there but not correct. So Nomad was like, or console was like, oh, there's these certs, I'm going to read them in, even though they were the old server certs, because I was generating the new server certs but calling it client. So I deleted all the certs, reran on the Ansible, console failed with this file doesn't exist. And that was a really easy change, and now everything works to the point where the Packer image is correct, but the Vault token obviously expires between building the image and using the image. So we need to deal with a bootstrap script, but we're going to do that in the future. For now, I want to kind of, revert our load balancer stuff and move to IPv6 so we don't need a load balancer. But it looked like an easy tip, like flick to switch, and it should give us lots of more we can kind of make our network public by just routing everything through IPv6 and then use load balancers to protect ourselves, or firewalls to protect ourselves, because that's kind of what we're doing anyway.
Yeah, we're managing our own load balancer instead of using a load balancer service. And employ that in there like everything else we do.
Yep. And to do that, I didn't realize when we started, we have a IPv6 network, not dual stack. So the first step is changing our VPN to be dual stack. I was going to test this, but you cannot revert this change. So I was like, fine, I'll do it on stream and we can see how it breaks.
This is how we crashed the stream, because we're all using our VPN.
Yep. Well, hopefully by the end of the stream, we can actually choose to not use our VPN, just using firewalls. I don't know how easy it's going to be to get our own IPv6 address to connect to be like, only these addresses can go through. But also, hello, True of Grace. Welcome. I did the wrong thing. Annoyingly, my home network supports IPv6, but I'm not set up for it, so I had to log in. Okay, I should probably show them. I'm doing so. Is my screen being shared? Yes.
Yeah, we can see what you're up to.
Grace is complaining that I've read out her entire username, and that's what I do.
The full chat identity.
Yeah, people have to know which Grace you're talking about.
Because we have so many Graces in our chat.
So this is how we set IPv6. It's just enable IPv6. We can set ranges for internal stuff. I'm going to not worry about that, and we're probably going to have to move away from private known IP ranges, because everything's going to be separate, and we're just going to do IPv6 jumping between networks.
In fairness, the only one that's fits is the main server that's a pet. So once that's up and we know it's IP, the rest,
Yes.
we get a Discord ping about when they spin up. So,
and hopefully we'll move away from pet, so we can build a system through Boundary or whatnot that means it can be random. Why do I have so many source control things?
Wait, have we confirmed that IPv6 will work with Boundary?
IPv6 doesn't have to work with Boundary. At a high level, if necessary, we can install an agent per node, and on the servers themselves run the agents, so it will run through localhost. If it doesn't work to IPv6. Or we can run private IPv4 within the networks, but we connect to IPv6. So many options.
Yay.
IPv6. Time to see what. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forget. I can't. Oh, it's also worth noting that I commented out all the bouncer stuff because we weren't using it. So I just got it. I can hear this stream through one of you, I think. Or I can hear me through one of you.
Oh dear.
You hear like a slight bit of noise in the background.
Let me mute myself, see if it's me. Let me know if you can still hear anything.
Grace is also saying it, so I'm glad I'm not the.
I think it's gone now. I can't hear it.
That's a lot cleaner.
And now
we can hear it again.
Okay. I guess we know where the problem is coming from.
Did you forget your headphones again?
Yes. I can probably set it up right now. Just give me a second.
I probably shouldn't be. I should have set up. We had so much time before the stream, and I did absolutely no prep of like logging into the accounts I needed. That one. Is that actually correct? Did I set that account up? Projects. Oh, this is HTTP. Oh, I didn't know HTTP. I wanted Terraform.
God, I was talking to Hashi the other day about HTTP licensing and Terraform licensing, and because like the way that Terraform Cloud is still kind of separate, it's slowly getting more integrated into HTTP and will eventually be fully integrated. But there still is places where where Terraform is licensed completely separately to the rest of HTTP.
So expensive.
I think Terraform's not too bad if you're doing small stuff, because what you get, the first 500 are free, which
you lose as soon as you get up to Plus or Pro, whatever the end level is.
That's because you're paying for support, and it'd be weird to get support for resources that you're not paying.
But you get like features as well as support. Hashi are very linking support and features together. Oh, this is rebuilding a router. Oh, this is the NAT gateway. We're going to have to delete our entire system to do this.
Well, I guess here we go. Trying to hit the destroy button and spin it back up.
Sure, why not?
Is none of you connected to the? Would this not affect our VPN?
It might do. So please bear with us.
No. It's not how this works. We VPN to Cloudflare, and then that tunnels to this network. Our traffic doesn't go through the server by default.
Yeah, this should be fine.
This is fine. This isn't the first time we've destroyed our base server on stream.
I think we've had a few like network hiccups before. It's more when we join and we forget to join Cloudflare and we click it and we drop out because that's our local network rebooting.
If it's not worth it, then I can just tag the instance to destroy, which may be safer.
Sorry, I missed your question because. So what's trying to delete what?
I was just going to delete this repo.
Yeah.
Which includes the like auto termination cloud function.
Oh, okay.
Can that just be deleted and restarted?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll actually let you have it. Is that okay? Yeah. Leave. Here you go.
Okay. Bucket delete failed. That's fine. So it did fail to delete that, but that's fine. It looks like Barnaby's internet had a little bit of a hiccup, and his stream system didn't reconnect to us.
Oh snap! Yeah, because I was trying to connect my headphone and that wasn't working as well. So it's
the problem with UDP-based streaming, with UDP-based communication.
Cool. I'm back on stream now.
Welcome back.
Flicking all the levers behind the room. Perfect timing. We were saying how this wouldn't crash our system, and my internet hiccuped exactly at the point you hit destroy.
That's your internet's fault, not nothing to do with me. Why is the server taking so long to delete?
We don't have any auto scaling groups or anything like that.
No.
Doing.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, we've not got. I mean, auto scaling groups again are a cost we probably don't need. Like, I don't know. Actually, the way that one of the clients did it, which is just like, if something happens to the box, it will spin back up. It's quite nice. Or we had it so if a health check fails, it would kill the box and spin it back up.
I guess for that we needed a load balancer to sit in front of it, though, to perform the health checks.
Yes.
Yeah.
It did what we wanted it to do. Ooh, the network.
Are you guys still hearing any feedbacks?
No. Sounds good to me.
Oh, the way we've done our distributed system. Okay.
Perfect. All right. Finally.
In a very sensible way, our system is integrated. Like, things are deploying their own GCP resources. So I'm just gonna have to go and like poke some things.
Do we need to hook Nomad into Terraform, or is it just some?
No, it's the Vault. Vault is creating its own firewall, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Which means that the core GCP can't obviously delete that. But now this is fine. If I go and start a new run, this should hopefully realize what it's doing and destroy the network first before rebuilding everything.
I guess we have an import block knocking around somewhere.
I mean, that doesn't really surprise me.
Surely it'd be a main.tf. No. Main server?
Yep.
I hope that wasn't important, wherever it was.
The comment going, this code was generated for this version of Terraform. This code works.
Beautiful sound.
Do you not like the clacky keys?
No. This one is actually okay. I promise you.
This one.
It's gentle into my ears.
I haven't used my clacky keyboard for a while.
Unlike some people's. Huh?
I haven't used mine for a while because the way my desk is set up, I need the laptop open in the middle. I can get it out.
Doing us all a favor right now.
I think this is
No.
more. I think mine's more tactile than. Oh my god!
Or maybe yours is also better only because it's a bit further from your mic, whereas Barnaby's was just. It's like the mic is next to his keyboard.
I can't remember where the mic was in relation to it last time.
We may have
It's
broken
not
something.
Oh,
dear. Nomad data. Okay. Oh yeah, didn't we create some disks?
Service encryption is not being used in project
That's not
4. It is disabled. Oh, this is because we disable. Okay, no, I know what's wrong. It's because we disable we enable things this project needs in this project.
Oh,
we haven't deleted our save games, have we?
that would be fun.
No, they're stored elsewhere.
They're outside of Terraform state.
They're outside of this Terraform. I am service creds API. Let's go find something that one.
Keep getting notification. What's happening?
Okay, well, there's the service enabled that this was complaining about. Let's see what will happen now.
Ace.
Bulletproof.
When you build a circular dependency in your own code.
I like how you said A as if implying that we'd only have one.
Cloud function API is not. Yeah, so okay. It's because we're controlling our cloud APIs in the same repo as we're deploying things. The plans don't work because we've disabled our APIs. We need to maybe split the APIs out.
We can have a day 0 day where we destroy, rebuild, and split things up until it's safe, and we can just refactor it all into Terraform stacks.
Oh yeah, I mean the APIs would be really good. Like
Yay.
here's a component. Okay. I am going to go delete the main VPC just to be safe as well. So this should be a from scratch run of this repo. I really thought this was going to be an easy change, and I decided to delete this repo, and nothing went well.
It's never that easy. Never.
If I did the sensible thing, which is taint the resource instead of deleting the workspace, but I don't think we've ever run Terraform delete on this workspace.
Well, it shows us that we've got some work to do to fix it. I'm glad we've found it.
Wait, why is Cloud Function? Is that Cloud Function that's failing as well?
It's because the network. I think this is a race condition more than anything else. All your functions
got to grow off.
broken.
I wonder
So
if
now
the version of Python it's on. Did you pin the version of Python to something that may no longer be supported?
Me? Or
Is the function pinned to a certain
3.9.
version?
3.9 is cool. I wrote that thing a long time ago. I don't remember even what's inside in terms of tags. Why did we even create that? Do we need it?
It deletes all our servers at 9 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, do we still even need that? Because that was back then when we used to spin stuff up and sometimes we forget. But nowadays, do we actually leave stuff on?
It kills the Nomad clients that we spin up.
Oh, it still does? I have
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
checked these.
I generally let it kill the game servers at the end of the day.
Oh, fair.
Like at the end of
Okay.
Saturday, generally I let that do the cleanup.
Wow, it's good to know it's still working after how many? Actually, a year? Yeah.
So this has done what I wanted to. I don't. Yeah, here we go. We now have a IP6 range.
Yay.
So
Wait,
48.
by enabling dual stack or just IPv6 only?
this is no dual stack. You can't. I don't think you can enable single stack. Just IPv6.
No, you're right. Yeah, you can't. That was a silly question.
Okay, so I assume our servers back up as well.
We try and Ansible against it. Oh,
We do, but the like this should
Oh,
have.
yeah.
We should get to the point where this can have a external IPv6 address. Like I'm happy spending the rest of the week running Ansible against it still works, but like our network interface is single stack. So we now need to do. Maybe I just need to change this to dual stack.
Probably. I guess we probably won't have it in. It's a silly way to do this, but it's probably not very good for stream. You could essentially scrape the state files for. It's our subnet not.
Subnet's a single stack. We're going to do
How are we
scrape.
creating that? Was it via Terraform as well?
Yeah, this is all. Everything has Terraform. Like.
Yeah, you could scrape the state file for any references of IPv4 and just replace them with dual stack. Or look at the resources they're attached to and update them. Because I imagine it will default to v4. So we probably haven't specified it.
I actually don't know.
Well, it said it was dual stack.
Oh no, this is single stack. Oh yeah, so I do click this button, and then we can say. So then we can say we just have external IPv6. So you don't actually give it two IP6 addresses. It just gets one, either internal or external. So this is kind of connecting our infrastructure to the internet via IPv6. Hopefully our firewalls are good enough.
I have no idea what our firewall is. It's so long ago that we built those.
Well, we don't have any IPv6 firewalls, so hopefully it's all disabled.
I guess we'll very soon find out.
Very.
Find IPv6. That's all it is. We'll just go stack type and access type external. And then tab everything so Bond will get mad at me.
I did recommend to someone running a system at a company to just delete any untagged resources.
Oh no, this was tabbing.
Tabbing.
Think about saying you start deleting everything that's not tabbed correctly, which is maybe a little bit extreme.
That'd be extreme. No, the way I deal with that is just build into our so that pre-commit that run format and fails it.
Now. So if you had set it up, it would force me, and it shouldn't fail it. It should fix it. Fail the commit, so you just commit again. It takes it in.
think the other one's like pre-receive hooks. I don't know if you mess with
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, GitHub, you can do that. God, that's even worse. GitHub just going, no, can't push. Format failed.
This is wrong. Try again.
It's when you get your commit name is wrong with no other context of like what the correct commit message is.
Whenever I'm writing error messages for validation, I will always try and put the list of accepted options in there. If it's like you need to fill in this set of names at the start, like,
Yeah.
here is the set.
Or here's the regex that you need to comply to.
Mm.
Though sometimes that regex is almost impossible to read. This is going to fail because the servers exist. There's not the like server dependency. Oh, it's actually updating. This isn't deleting. That's interesting. I thought this was going to delete like the VPC did.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's now dual stack.
Has the server updated automatically?
Don't know. No, because it's the network this network interface is only single stack. Next step is the network interface we create needs to be dual stack.
Surely we do this in Terraform rather than.
Well, yeah, of course. So in the
Check the firewall stuff. It's all for IPv4.
Yeah. So we have
do that manually.
Yeah, nothing should let us in for IPv6 yet.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, here's the network interface. How do you find network interface in Terraform?
I imagine it would just be part of the server
Yeah.
config.
Because what I learned that the address in Terraform, the last bit, is just the resource name without the provider name. It makes getting around the docs so much easier when you've already got the code.
Do you think we can do that in the exam as well? Do we have access to the address bar in the exam?
The pro exam is just a Firefox window.
Okay, perfect. Because that makes life easier, quicker. Few seconds.
Okay, this is actually more complicated than I expected. So I'm going to do a trick, which is I'm going to set this how I want it. So ephemeral IPv6. We don't want external. Done.
Let me guess. You're gonna import.
No, I have this Terraform is already this resource is already controlled by Terraform, and I've just broken it. Well, I've just changed its state away from what it expects. So I should be able to run a Terraform plan. It'll tell me what this config looks like.
Okay.
When it updates.
Do you have Terraform set up locally as well? Because you could just write Terraform plan. No, there's a way you can get it so even it will generate the Terraform configuration for you. But
I mean, I can just run a plan and it'll tell me the difference.
Okay.
So on import, it'll tell you the config. You can do import dash. I think it's like create resource or something. And it will just
you give it the flag.
print out the entire thing.
Yeah, that's what I was.
But I have the resource. All I want is what's changed when it decides to load.
I don't think that's your internet. I think it's Terraform. That's in HashiCorp. There you go. It looks like it's removing stuff.
Yeah, I changed it in GCP, and I planned it to see what it wants to remove.
Yeah.
I wonder why we need premium networking tier for IPv6.
I don't think we do.
Why not? We have enough budget.
That is the wrong attitude to have when it's your own money.
Yeah, is that you're going to pay for it?
Miss me with that.
Don't need that.
It's fine. We'll take it out of your salary, Wally.
Oh, gosh. Oh, I may have clicked on something. And GCP. It said try AI something, and I just clicked on it. Oh gosh. No, but don't worry, I haven't agreed on anything yet. Oh,
You don't
try the
actually
new
have
model.
access to sign us up for something.
I do actually. Cloud storage. This might come in handy for when we move on to developing stuff with AI. Because we'll need a key for it.
I have no desire to do anything to do with AI.
Oh, wow.
Spin it up on Nomad. I don't need to use GCP. Use the fancy new GPU segmentation.
Do I really just need to find this block? Oh,
You
wait.
could give-
Interface.
Are you gonna buy that fancy GPU that they were talking about?
What a commercial NVIDIA GPU that costs like 20 grand.
Yeah.
I think
We'll
You
see.
get
I
it
think
if
it's
you
even
just-
dollars.
If you use a GPU based, if you use a GCP box with a GPU on it, like they're what you get a portion of.
Yeah. I'm not going to buy one of those GPUs myself. There's no point. I could probably segment my GPU on my PC. It probably is powerful enough to have more than one slot. But it's one of those things where NVIDIA is very good at locking features that your hardware supports, but the drivers won't behind like enterprise grade hardware.
Yeah, but the point where you're using Linux, you can do a bit. You can be a bit tricky with not. There's some like open source drivers you can use which do different things.
Do you
Yeah.
think my GPU will support that?
Yours is probably more likely because I guess Intel's trying to be disruptive.
So it will. It's a shame Nomad only supports CUDA cores, which are an NVIDIA thing.
Ah,
Like the
You have to
driver
raise
is
the
an
ticket.
NVIDIA driver.
well, someone needs to raise a ticket.
I don't think
But then-
Intel Arcs have neural processing units in them.
Run it locally on my Apple Silicon.
Nice. Ah, gosh.
What were they? I was in Vim for a second. Okay.
I have been looking forward to actually working with IPv6. Just not looking forward to having to type it out.
Well, we don't. It's DNS. Like this also
Yeah.
is a, like we need to get Cloudflare set up because currently we don't use it, and it has an API. It has an ability for me to go. No one can edit this from the UI anymore. Only API requests.
Yeesh.
One day I will turn that on.
When we are ready.
Whereas, like, if you want to raise a DNS request, it should go via Terraform or an API, not via going to the UI and clicking around.
As Sunil will say, ClickUps.
Yeah. And the thing about Cloudflare is it's just you can turn it off. It's just the audit log of like, this person turned this feature off. So I think this should just change from, premium standard. I don't know why it does premium by default. I probably just missed the tick box or something that was like, give me standard networking. Oh, I was looking at spot instances in GCP.
Mm-hmm.
$3 an hour. It's like
$3 an hour.
Why?
Yeah, like this is no, it's $3 a month. Sorry,
Oh wow.
spot instance, an E2 micro spot instance, so as cheap as you can get. It's $3 a month.
I can't remember how much our reserved instance cost is.
About 30. About 30 something. Like it's about 10% of our reserved instance. Obviously, there's a thing that can just turn your server off. So I was like, oh, we can spin a load balancer up, like traffic routing up on that. It's like, oh wait, no, that's maybe not critical infrastructure. So we now have an external IP address.
So I say pretty much all of the
Wow,
stuff
that
we
looks
do
so cool.
is critical. I don't think we have any like ephemeral workloads.
What would be like if we were looking at
Firewall.
instruction
Should we
stuff?
enable? Should I enable port 22?
Probably not on a public box.
Yeah,
Oh, it's because James just tried that just now. That's why. I was just gonna see if it will work. That's all, and then we can get rid of it after.
the way. Can you do 22 but locally? 22 but just from itself?
Would that go through the firewall?
I'll go through Cloudflare.
No,
Okay. Oh no, Cloudflare probably won't know about it.
you could go through Cloudflare to the IPv6 club. I guess we set up Cloudflare on that box. Yeah, no.
Well, yes, yeah. Sorry, Cloudflare set up in the box. Cloudflare isn't set up to know about the IPv6. Options.
Oh,
If you
this is
understand
actually
Cloudflare-
cool, guys. It actually puts the external IP range in here as well as IPv6 already.
Yeah, that is now the range of the box. We can obviously connect to it locally. Like,
Sorry, no, because
broken anything.
I was referring to earlier on. I was referring to the firewall rule itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So that means we don't have to change it anymore.
Oh, so the firewalls now work on IPv6.
Exactly.
Is that a bad thing?
I think it's fine. So we have internal IP range, which is it still gives us that, but then the external is now.
No, but I
This
think
weird.
load balancer is no matter port. Yeah, there's like no matter ports.
I like this. So we didn't have to come in here and make some weird changes. It's just.
So it's the source IP ranges are IPv4.
IPv4. Yeah.
Oh yeah, source IPv4 ranges. Okay, and then I can go IPv.
No, I think you'd have to create a new rule for that, rather than making changes to that.
It's your source filter. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I could probably find out what my own IPv6 is.
Oh, they you know the link you sent us, it gives you that as well. It gives you your IPv6 address. Let's share mine with you.
Am I happy doing this?
Copy. Here you go.
Yes, this is the Cloudflare thing.
Wow. My thing.
You did that. You were through Cloudflare when you sent that, right? You're through Cloudflare.
Oh yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
You shouldn't share your own IP address publicly on the internet. So I'm through Cloudflare. So I'm going to edit.
It wasn't meant to show up on the screen to begin with. Since when does our notification show up on your screen?
Oh, I'm not on stream mode. That's why. Suppose I can change that. There you go. I suppose server debugging, which is server debugging is actually on this box, isn't it?
Good.
What firewall tags are we on?
HD. Wait, I just saw that just now.
Yeah.
Labels,
Okay. So
VM add TF.
Yeah. So I'm going to edit this one, and I'm going to go IPv6.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm going to do a save. So I should now be able to SSH onto this box.
Fingers crossed.
Though I just need to get its IP address. And then I can get SSH. Oh, that's that one. No!
Can you curl that?
I mean, curl wouldn't help.
Illegal phone.
Ping.
Like, I can ping, but like...
.0,
there's-
.0.0. That seems unlikely.
That might be the range included. We actually need the actual IP.
There's also a chance that was the old one, because that's a premium. Oh, I thought we changed the network to...
I was having a look into that. IPv6 is only supported in premium network tier in Google. Just Google.
We're trying to go cheap, and they're putting us into the high
Actually,
range.
I don't think I could tell you the like cost difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so the likelihood is there's some network problem between here and there. So let's do some debugging.
Do they have reachability analyzer somewhere? Like something like that here? So
So we have an external IP address. To connect to something, we need a root. I can leave. That must be an in.
With regards to the pricing for premium networking, I don't think it's actually going to affect us. As there is a free buffer that applies to both standard and premium tier. So the first 200 gigs a month are free, and we probably don't go over that.
per month, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool then.
After that, it's 8.5 cents per gigabyte delivered. Let me see if I can see standard tier. Where's premium tier?
So on in AWS, you need an internet gateway to be able to. No, let's figure it out. We're trying to get in. Okay. Let's. If I go SSH 10.2.0.6, that should work quite happily. Okay, so I can quite happily still count this box or SSH into this box. Do you have to do anything different to SSH or IPv6?
I don't think so, but I haven't really messed with IPv6 before.
No.
looks like they're still using the same thing. User at and then the IPv6. You should have what dash VVV. Oh, you can do that? Didn't know you can do that. Let's do SSH dash VV. Boom. Alright. What's the permission stuff? So funny enough, I'm getting authentication.
Yeah, I actually know what the issue is.
Yeah, you should be fine now.
So the issue is WSL doesn't run through for IPv6. Cloudflare doesn't look like it's running through. WSL doesn't look like it's running through Cloudflare correctly through IPv6.
I forgot mine. Okay, so the issue I'm having is my username, because I don't remember my username for that. Where can I find out what my SSH username is?
It's your email address.
Okay.
You swap the dots and the ats for underscores.
All right.
Boom.
Oh, you're in. Oh, perfect. Then I don't need to try anymore. Okay. Nice.
Though I believe if I run this again, so I opened a port to let that happen. I opened something to let that happen. I just want to prove that if I close what I opened, it still works. And then what it may be worth doing is having a way we can pass in our IPv6 addresses.
Through the variable in the workspace, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, we just have a workspace variable that there's just a list we put in our IPv6 addresses.
So getting a static IPv6.
Or every week we change it. Like currently I need to go through Cloudflare to get IPv6. So mine changes every week. And this doesn't, or mine changes probably every time I reconnect. And this actually doesn't help me with at all my problem of I don't want to be using Cloudflare to run things. And we do need to worry about we can't just run stuff like traffic on IPv6 because then people that can't connect to IPv6 can't connect to it.
So much to consider. How does that work if we have it? Will we need traffic to have an IPv4 address as well?
Yeah, like if we want people to connect to our website, then yeah, we're going to need an external IPv6 address that routes traffic. But it does mean though that we can do our networking, we can do our gaming and just open the game up to our networking, or we can have some servers that are fully open and then our games can whitelist. We can start doing something like everything doesn't have to run through traffic. We can just connect directly to a game server.
I do wonder how the games will handle IPv6. I imagine it will be fine if your computer handles IPv6.
I assume it's just a networking problem.
Yeah.
Or we're going to have to have something that does the translation in the game, on the server side. So set up something like WireGuard. You can always set up something like WireGuard or Tailscale or Cloudflare that it itself runs over IPv6, and then the kind of last mile is just IPv4. So this should stop working at some point. I mean, that should have kicked me out. There we go. The session was still enabled, so it let me in. But this is definitely like not connected anymore.
Nice.
I assume WSL is also. Yeah, no, can't be sure. That's so weird that it's like. Yeah, finish stuff up. Cool. So the next thing we need to do is we have 5 minutes, so not going to do it now. But we need to get our network, get our load file set up so we can connect via IPv6. So how do we load in our IPv6 addresses and stuff?
Yeah. By the looks of things on game side, it is up to developers to add support for its games. Factorio has it supported from, I think, version 0.12. So they did this a while ago.
IPv6, I think I looked into it, like 2014 is when the big push started. And currently 46% of services or computers support IPv6.
It took so long to get the spec nailed down that they kind of solved the IPv4 problem.
Yeah, well, yeah, natting. The fact that on your own computer, for all the computers in your house, you don't have an external IPv6 address. That's kind of the thing. Like, whereas now everyone can have IPv6. Every device can have its own public IP address. People are like, that's not very secure, is it? So I imagine IPv6 houses have natting still, even if it is a like high level.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. All right, I guess it's odd that we finished sort of on time or just before time.
I could start something else if you want.
No, fine. And every time we do it, we're like, I think it's when like 15 minutes ago is our sort of kryptonite. We're like, oh, we just do something small, and like 45 minutes later. But yeah, so I think we'll say.
Did we have?
Oh,
sorry. I was just gonna say, did we have any other plans after this? Because if we were assuming this was supposed to be a quick thing, so.
No, we didn't really have any other plans after this. The other thing that we were vaguely talking about doing is continuing our the Vault side of the auto connect, or setting up GCP config for or thing into Vault, but I think that's its own stream.
That'd be the like continuation of last week.
Yeah, so we might.
That's for the future.
Yeah, we'll pick that up at that point. But yeah, so I'll say thank you for watching. Thank you for watching to everyone. Follow us on Twitch, like and subscribe on YouTube, and come join us on Saturdays if you want to see us doing game sharing. And we will be back next Monday to carry on the technical streams. So see you then.
Bye.
Bye bye.